How's it going, guys? It's Bubba Fee here, back with another exciting unboxing video today. And if you can't tell by the title of this video or even what's in front of me, we have the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Shoretrooper or Rogue One Shoretrooper. And let me just start off by saying that this, honestly, in all honesty, I know in some videos I say that the figures that I get are very surprising to get. But this was actually a surprise and a figure that I honestly did not expect acquiring anytime soon, even at all. No, honestly, I just never thought I would purchase it. But long story short, I found someone on one Facebook group. I forgot the name of it. I can't remember at the top of my head. But he had actually another figure that I was interested in, but he also had this, and well, I bought the other figure, but then I kind of like had second thoughts, and he had this figure for a price I honestly couldn't resist, in all honesty, compared to what they're selling for now. But he gave me a pretty good price, along with the other figure that I actually got from him, and that other figure was actually the Hot Toys Echo. So shouts out to you. I'll shout him out at the end of the video, but he definitely gave me a good deal on this figure, and I honestly couldn't pass up. So here we are now with the figure itself. So to the figure itself, if you don't know, you probably live under a rock, but this is a very sought out figure in the 1/6 scale community, especially Star Wars 1 community. And if you guys don't know, this is from Rogue One, from the I guess the last act of the movie, where they're on the beach planet Scarif. And in all honesty, Rogue One is one of my favorite movies. I stated in that one of my videos. It's one of my favorite movies it's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Obviously, it's probably my favorite Star Wars movie from the Disney era. But back to the figure itself, this figure is a very special figure, at least in the community. Very rare figure as well. From what I know, this figure was not produced in a very large quantity, so in the beginning it was also sold out just like that. So it was also hard to find even after it sold out and all that. And obviously it sold out, and now the secondary market is very expensive. I'm talking about, like, we're looking at like $700 to $800 for this figure. Unfortunately, the figure's not brand new, but I mean, honestly, I really don't care, because it's gonna be out of the box and display. So I mean, it doesn't matter. So yeah, so let's just get to unboxing. This is my first time unboxing this as well. So here we have the normal Hot Toys box art, the matte finish with the figure itself and the thing, and then we have the ribbon over here, of course, the metallic ribbon, very nice touch, all that. And then to my favorite part of unboxing these figures is, of course, the box art insert. And as you can tell, of course, it is beautiful as always. One thing that I do love about this one in particular is the Shoretrooper in the background. Actually, there are different variants to the Shoretrooper. There's like a commander, captain, and then just, I guess, the regular one. I don't know which one this one is, but as you can tell, the chest plate is way different from the one that's actually in this one. But this one is all tan with a red arm, shoulder thing, whatever you want to call it, which this figure does have. But I know Hot Toys tends to tease different, like, infantry figures and all that, but they tend not to release it. So that's something that they did here, and unfortunately they didn't release this one, which honestly would have been super dope. But hey, at least we have this one. So yeah, there's that. Of course, box art is beautiful as always. And here we have the figure itself. So we will be back and have the accessories laid out first, and then we'll get into the figure. So we have the accessories all laid out. Unfortunately, this figure does not really come with that much accessories. Obviously, every figure comes with the basic set of hands, usually with the one holding the gun and the fist, all that. And then we have the base plate, of course, simple, I guess, Death Star variant and all that. And of course, it has the nameplate with the Imperial Shoretrooper. If you guys don't know me, I don't use base plates, so I don't ever see myself really using this. One thing I did notice that this figure actually came with, and I didn't know that, is that this is, I guess, the pre-order bonus version of the figure. And what that bonus came with is actually came with a variant. Well, this actually comes on here. This is actually the base plate right there, but that's that. I mean, that's there. But it actually came with a, I guess, sort of backdrop to kind of display with the base stand. Very interesting, of course. And then here's the I guess the other version that you can display with. I'm not too sure if you can. I think you can. Just fold the other way. But yeah, there's that. Honestly, very cool, but honestly not my type of thing. Just because I don't really display or have any backdrops for any of my figures and the thing, so I don't ever see myself using it. But very nice touch by Hot Toys, of course. But the art is pretty dope, pretty nice. This one's pretty dope as well. And yeah, there's that. And then, of course, last but not least, we have the weapon itself. In all honesty, I don't know the name of this weapon, and I don't really want to guess it. Probably add like a text here or something to, I guess, correct myself. But we have the weapon itself, and this is a very unique weapon. Definitely a new one that I guess that Rogue One introduced into the Star Wars universe, but a very unique type weapon that was definitely, I guess, unique to the Shoretrooper itself. And honestly, it's a very nice, like I said, with Hot Toys and their weapons, they know how to make a weapon look like a weapon. I mean, I don't really know how else to put it, but of course the weathering along there, and then the added, I guess, accessories onto the weapon with the extended clip, scope. I believe this is a light. And then I love the strap, of course. This unfortunately doesn't extend the stock like the Death Trooper, but overall very nice looking weapon, and it fits the Shoretrooper very well. And yeah, there's nothing really much here, but all I can say is that the figure makes up for it, and we will get back to the figure in just a second. So we have the Shoretrooper itself. And with every one of these figures, of course, I'm going to say how gorgeous it is. But look at this guy, dude. I mean, damn. Just staring at it right now just makes me want to tear a bit. But, you know, here he is. And honestly, all I can say is I'm impressed with Hot Toys. I mean, when am I not? Very, very beautiful. And in person, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, what more can I say? Just a very gorgeous figure. Honestly, you know, it's just one of those moments where, you know, I'm like surprised that I have this guy in my collection, and just, you know. But enough of that. Let's get into detail with this guy. Let's start with the head. Of course, the helmet looks absolutely great with that weathering. Man, that tan looks really well. And then that little red mark makes the helmet just pop just a little bit. And then, of course, we have the markings. I believe these are, I forgot what they were called, to breathe in or whatever you want to call them. Very unique helmet for the Shoretrooper itself. Very dope. Very cool. Kind of gives that Scout Trooper look, but obviously it's a variant for the I guess the beach, because I mean that's where Scarif took place in. But very nice. And then moving along the body, we have the very beautiful painted, I guess, armor plates, which is the chest piece, obviously, then the shoulder plates, and then I guess, I don't know what you call these parts of your body, but very obviously all of them very nicely painted, beautifully weathered all around, especially the back. Obviously looks like this guy's been through war and, you know, a bunch of rough times in the Empire, but very nice. That blue, honestly, I just wish it was tan. I wish they came out with the tan version, but this still is a beautiful figure. I can't really complain about that. I love this red touch with the tan. It just looks, just something about it looks so pleasing and just so right with it. You know, just this tan color and overall is a very nice color and a very nice, I guess, flavor of color that they added with the Trooper variants, especially with the setting that they were in Rogue One. But, you know, overall painting on this is just beautiful. Every color just pops really, and it's just it's perfectly weathered to, you know, the point where obviously it's been battle worn, of course. And then we move on under the chest plate. We have the, I guess, the I guess the stomach part of the armor. And as you can see, of course, even the little parts over here, they're all weathered perfectly and all that. All of this is plastic, of course, you know. I mean, you probably figured that out by now, but yeah. And then we move along around the belt. For the most part, these parts are plastic, but the belt itself, it's kind of like obviously a material. And then we have, I guess, this little canister over here, and then this other little one over here. Of course, beautifully detailed, of course. Like overall, the figure is just detailed and weathered perfectly to the point where it's obviously looks like it's battle worn. So of course it's gonna look like that, but it's perfectly. It's just perfect. How can there's really nothing more I can say. And now as we move along the belt, we have the, I guess, the satchel or satchel pauldron, whatever you want to call it. But of course we have them right here. Very nice detail with the little buttons there. Like that look to it. Definitely a unique look to it. And then along here, actually, it's kind of like a little mini pauldron. It's kind of a plasticky feel, but it's bendable, of course. And of course it has that weather touch to it as well. So definitely nice there. And then as we move along the legs, we have the baggy pants, cloth feeling, of course. And then as we move more along, we have the shin guards, I guess you want to call them. All beautifully weathered and perfect over there. And I mean, just beautiful. And then we have boots. I believe these, yeah, they are brown. If you can't really tell just because of the lighting, but they are brown boots, leather, of course. And just overall with the figure, just a beautifully made figure. Definitely one of my favorites. It's up there with the Mud Trooper, and you guys don't know, this is actually, the Mud Trooper is compared to this figure just because how the Mud Trooper is very attention to detail with this one as well, and it's a very unique infantry piece, I guess, when it comes to, like, you know, the military of Star Wars or whatever you want to call it, like for instance the clones, stormtroopers, and all that. But this is one that definitely stands out, along with the tank trooper as well. I know that one's actually going up a little bit in price just due to how, I guess, rare and how unique it is. But definitely this is a figure, if you can pick it up for the right price, I think you should. And we will be right back with him all posed up and all. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Rogue One Shoretrooper. And throughout this last part of the video, I'm gonna just have shots of the different poses that this figure can be posed in, while I have my final thoughts on this figure. And my final thoughts on this figure is just, I mean, it's just an absolute beauty. I mean, just look at him. Just I know it's the same thing. I usually tend to do that, but honestly, I don't really know what pose I'm gonna really have this guy in. I know there's really dope poses, but this is just one guy that, I mean, there's so many poses you really can't really decide. But I'll decide somehow, some way. But yeah, definitely a very beautiful figure from head to toe. Something that, you know, this is a figure that I really did not expect to get. And once again, shout out to Michael Boggle from the 1/6 Scale Republic Facebook group. I believe that's what it is. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the awesome deal that you gave me for both the Echo and this guy. And yeah, I will actually leave a few links because I believe he has a YouTube channel, and I will leave a link in my description. And I'll see if he has an Instagram as well, but I'll definitely leave a link of his YouTube on the description below. Definitely has some cool content as well, and you guys should check him out if you guys would. But yeah, shouts out to you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Very dope figure. And yeah, this figure is very beautiful. One of those figures where I did not expect ever owning, really, just because it was such a high price. I never really saw myself paying that price, in all honesty. But hey, I saw the right price, pulled the trigger, and we're here now. But yeah, like I said, overall beautifully detailed figure. Really no complaints about it, just the lack of accessories. But hey, I mean, you really can't complain. I mean, the figure really just balances everything well. And yeah, I mean, it's just, if you find a good price for this guy, I mean, do not hesitate picking this guy up because you will not regret it. It's just one of those figures where it's like, you know, you just gotta have in your collection, you know. And yeah, that's really all my thoughts on this figure. So if you guys enjoyed watching this, leave a like, leave a comment on what you guys liked about this figure, what you guys didn't like about this figure. And yeah, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed. I know I upload a lot of unboxing videos of 1/6 scale figures, mainly Star Wars, of course. So definitely, you know, subscribe if you guys like that type of stuff. And yeah, if you guys do subscribe, leave that bell notification because I do not have a schedule when I put these videos out. It's kind of just a mix and match order. So once I upload, you guys get that notification just like that, and you know, we're all happy. So yeah, and you know, if you guys stuck around to the ending of this video, you guys are wonderful. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate that. It's just a really fun hobby for me. So yeah, thank you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.